for our graduating students and research scholars. Our young friends, this is your day. You are the ones who will carry on the legacy of our university as you go out into the world and face the real life situations. At this moment, I urge you to give the values you have learned here. Be honest, think critically, serve others, and dream big. There will be a lot of problems in the future, but there will also be a lot of opportunities. Not only should your journey be about your own success, but also about how much life you bring to our university and into other people's lives. The world does not just need more people who get things done. It also needs more responsible citizens, more caring leaders, and more creative thinkers. At this point, I would like to refer to two great minds, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose and Swami Vivekananda. In his autobiography, An Indian Pilgrim, Netaji wrote about his own academic journey. I quote, "I actually acquired not wisdom, but intellectual discipline and a critical frame of mind. This honest look at things shows the difference between intellectual training and the deeper wisdom needed for life and leadership." Netaji believed that higher education in India should be more than just hard work. And it should also help students get wisdom and learn how to use in the real world. Swami Vivekananda's concept of education also aligns with the views of Netaji. It in fact enhances and enriches his viewpoint. After traveling through India and the West, he came to the conclusion that, I quote, "The only service to be done for our lower classes is to give them education to develop their lost individualities." He believed that education
and develop skills that will serve as the foundation for your future growth. You have shown strength, curiosity, and honesty as you put on your graduation robes today. You are not only receiving degrees, but also taking new duties to yourself, your family, your community, and our great country. Friends, at this juncture, I would like to underline a few things you must keep in mind. We live in a time of change when information, innovation, and technology are transforming the world around us at an unprecedented rate. When you leave this great institution, you should remember that you need to adapt yourself with these changes. You need to reinvent yourself and must use in new and innovative way whatever you have learned so far. In this context, I would like to bring to your attention to the Survey of India, a long-standing organization of over 250 years, the oldest in fact in the country, for which I worked and which has used cutting edge of technology to adapt modern needs. In the past, it worked with paper maps that did move. Now, it has now fully embraced the digital world using GPS, satellite imagery, and geospatial technology. Switching from paper to dynamic digital data has not only made mapping faster, more accurate, but has also changed how we plan, build, and respond, even in a war-like situation. This is true whether we are building infrastructure, planning for growth in cities and towns, or giving communities the power to make decisions by providing them with timely and easily accessible information. The Survey of India's transition from tradition to innovation serves as a compelling metaphor for requisite transformation in all domains, particularly in education. Friends, it is said that the history of Southern India is history of India as well. I should also point out here that our university needs to broaden their horizons. As we move towards future that is always changing, India's higher education system needs to adapt the challenges of the 21st century. It should not only teach students how to master their subjects, but also how to be flexible, work with people from different fields, and be brave enough to try new things. We need to change our curricula so that they combine science with humanities, encourage creativity, and teach students how to solve problems so that they can deal with India's unique challenges and take advantage of global opportunities. The proper implementation of NEP 2020 can do this. This dedication to change is not just policy, it is a moral duty as well. Like great people, great institutions must be able to take care of themselves, change with continuity, and lead. Our world needs more than just knowledge. It needs wisdom. It needs more than just degrees. It needs the core values and skills that allow us to participate meaningfully in a knowledge-driven economy and a society that is changing rapidly. John Dio has rightly said, I quote, "Education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself," unquote. You have to be instrumental in changing the world. Degrees are only means to achieve this. Friends, at this pivotal juncture, let us pause to contemplate the interplay between science and religion, two formidable forces that have influenced and persist in influencing civilizations. Science has given people amazing tools to study, use, and improve the physical world because it is always looking for new ways to understand it. It is the light of reasons, proofs, and progress. At its best, the most real religion gives us a sense of purpose and motivates us to live with kindness, humility, and a deep respect for life. These are not forces that are against each other. They are forces that they can work together. Science searches for truth, while religion searches for meaning. Together, they can make life better for everyone. Both encourage us to look beyond own interest and desires. I strongly believe that the integration of religion with science will lead to progress, peace, and prosperity. Further, but for the benefit of everyone, that what you learn help you make India a place where everyone is free, hold their hands high, and where progress walks hand in hand with peace, fairness, and respect. That your knowledge be tempered with compassion. That your ambition be shaped by wisdom. Remember, Rig does timeless words. Let's move together. Let's talk together. Let's be on the same page. And let's have the same goals. Friends, we need to work for fostering unity of thought, spirit, and action, both within ourselves and in country. We will be successful not just in the way we define it, but also in the eyes of people to inspire and lift. The motto of the university says, learning leads to emancipation. Friends, I wish your future full of hope, promise and meaning on behalf of everyone here. Go out there with more than just knowledge, go out there with wisdom. Get out there with more than just ambition, go out there with compassion. Friends, I would like to finally quote my mentor, Padma Bhushan, Professor S.P. Chatterjee. I quote, "The alternative to hard work is hard work only."
Already vested in me as the Vice Chancellor of this university, I do hereby confer on Dr. V. Narayanan the degree of Doctor of Science honoris causa, and I hope that the tie of our esteemed self with this university, which is being established today with you, will continue for years to come for the benefit of the academic community of this temple of learning, sir.
Prithvi Snag, Professor Burdwan Balram, former Director of IAS Bangalore, Dr. Syamsis Bandobodhyaya from Apollo Hospital, who is doing a great service in the medical field, faculty and staff members, proud parents, and my dear young graduating students. Very, very good morning to all of you. I feel really humbled and privileged and honored to be in this august audience for receiving this Doctor of Science honoris causa. I humbly accept this honor on behalf of 20,000 employees of Department of Space, because in ISRO, it is a teamwork which really keeps the mission's success. On this occasion, I wish to thank my parents who are from a humble background. Generally, my village, people don't get a chance to study beyond 5th standard because it was such a poor village and humble village. With that background, I have to really salute my parents who have ensured my studies. On this occasion, I also wish to thank my teachers. I consider all my teachers, whenever I discuss with my teachers, I see God in their face, starting from primary school teacher to my PhD teacher in IIT Kharagpur. Let me thank all the teachers on this occasion. Also, I thank my family members, my wife Dr. Kavita Raj, who had to sacrifice her professional career for me to stand among you on this occasion. Also, my to study your study. And your parents, they have sacrificed for you to see in the present stature. Now you are going to get a decent degree from a great institute, and you are entering into the next phase of life with a great maturity and responsibility. On this occasion, it is your responsibility to look back all those people and thank the people who have contributed for you to get this degree. It is not only the teaching faculties. Whenever I go to office, I respect all the people, including gardeners, cleaning staff. Their contribution is very equally important. For you to get this great degree, don't think it is only your parents and teachers. It is the cleaning staff who have worked for you in the hostel. It is the gardeners who have ensured a cleanliness in the garden. Each and every one of you have to thank on this occasion. Convocation is a powerful milestone, a moment of celebration, reflection and forward-looking inspiration. Dear friends, convocation is a time. Really, I would like to share a couple of my points with you. You know, the country when we got independence, 1947, 97.5% people are below the poverty line. And you know what is the meaning of below the poverty line? I am from Kanyakumari district. My village was 150 family members when I was studying 5th to 10th standard. Hardly 50% people only used to get food more than one time per day. That was the meaning of poverty line. And that was the case in most of the places. When I came to IIT Kharagpur campus was outstanding. But I should go, whenever I go outside the campus, I used to see a different India. People with great poverty, they were really working. From that humble beginning, today, after 78 years of independence, today we have reached the stature, economic stature. You know what is the economic stature? You know, when we got independence, hardly 3,060 villages only had, 464 villages are electrified. Thanks to all the leaders. In fact, my village, we got electricity when I was studying only 9th standard. Till then, we were studying only the kerosene lamps. Economy, we have grown to greater levels. Take road transport, take railways. In fact, when I joined IIT Kharagpur 1988, to travel from IIT Kharagpur to Calcutta by road, it was a great difficulty. It takes about 3 to 4 hours, but very bad ones. Today, what type of fantastic thing has happened? There are people who have contributed for the growth of the country. Dear friends, on this occasion I would like to share a couple of things with you. When you pass out with a great degree, you should take a oath that you will give back to the society. Because the degree, what you are receiving doesn't belong to you alone. There are a lot of people responsible. Learning should be a continuous process. A graduate who passed today, don't read tomorrow, will not be considered as a literate day after tomorrow. Learning must be a continuous process. And Dr. Radhakrishnan, a great scholar and our former president, once said, the habit of reading is one of the greatest resources of mankind. And build skills. Work hard and earn your happiness. Embrace failure as a feedback. Develop inner strength of character. And dream, gain, and achieve great things. Be imaginative, innovative, and creative. Self-confidence and self-motivation is a very important thing. I can do anything. That can do approach should be there. You know, first time when I visited Victoria Memorial, Calcutta, I was so much touched by one statement. I don't know how many of you have read the last letter received from Subhash Chandra Bose. Written by own hand, his own handwriting. That letter is there, if I am correct, in the first floor. That time it was in the first floor while entering first floor. I have read that letter more than 10 times that time. And the letter says a lot of things. He is giving advice to his second lieutenant in the country. You know, the British Army, the APJ Abdul Kalam. And today, January 29, we had the 100th launch. We were very particular to get the successful launch. I took over as the chairman on 13th January, and 29th was the first successful first launch. And dear friends, we have perfectly succeeded. And we are written in the golden letters of India. The 100th launch was a successful launch. And in the area of satellite, 50 years back, we were not having satellite technology. And April 1975, the first satellite, Aryabhatta, was built with the support of other countries. From that till today, 133 satellites are conceived, built, and launched, the heaviest being the